Kenny Copps here with Nick Rizzo after the Raiders' 3-2 win on Friday night over Air Force. And Nick with a assist in the first half, the game-winning goal in the second half, coming late off a free kick. Nick, take us through that play. Ethan delivered it, and it just fell right to you, and you hammered it in.
Hey, Ethan Cutler had a great cross. He whipped it in, and Aram Hooligan was in front of me and just skimmed right past him, and it was lucky enough to fall down to my feet, and I was able to get a foot on it and put it in the back of the net.
Prior to that, you guys were up 2-0 at halftime. You were up 2-0 for a good portion of the second half. All of a sudden, Air Force gets one back. Air Force gets a second one back, 2 goals in about 9 minutes apart to level the score late in the second half. But you guys seem to respond pretty well. Why was that?
We had a lot of great leadership coming back, especially from our spring season. We had a good spring season, and so we were able to pick the guys up. And although we had a lot of defense in the second half, we were able to keep the team going and push for that late goal.
Well, Nick, congratulations on scoring it and the win tonight. That's 3 in a row. Best of luck on Sunday against Duquesne.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Here with head coach Eric Ronning following the Raiders' 3-2 win over Air Force, a rather eventful game to kick off homecoming weekend. Eric, you guys had a dream start tonight, scoring in the second minute and then making it 2-0 just before halftime. Why were you able to generate so much in the first half?
You know, I mean, we have a good team. You know, we just came out on the front foot and made a couple plays. You know, Ethan has a great service off a corner kick. Guys were very the runs. They made runs with conviction and were first to the ball and caught them on the back foot a little bit. You know, we just came out with a tremendous amount of energy. I think a good game plan and and put a couple away. And yeah, it was a great start by the guys.
In the second half, though, it was Air Force who had the great start. They came out and they ended up tying it up for a little while before we were able to get the winning goal from Nick Rizzo. So, two-part question. How did they get back in the game? And then talk about your guys' response when it was 2-2.
Well, first of all, Air Force is a very good team. They're a couple goals down on the road, of course, and this is college soccer, and where teams are very, very tight, and they wanted to make a game of it, and they certainly did. We were on the back foot. They played with a tremendous amount of energy and confidence, and didn't let the 2 goals that we scored in the first half deter their will or determination. And they have good players, and they have a good team, and they had a good plan. And we certainly did not respond particularly well in the beginning for most of the half. Once they tied it up, it was 0-0 again, and we just happened to make a play on a set piece, and was very fortunate. The thing I'll say is, we have a group of guys here that are working really hard, and I think a couple years ago, this is a game that doesn't go our way, and we just found a way in challenging circumstances against a great team who is playing very, very well. To eke out a win, and it wasn't pretty in the second half, but really proud of the guys for sticking to it and battling and still believing and banging that away. So it's nice to get a win. We'll go back, take a look at the tape and see what we can do better. We're sitting back a little bit too far. Usually you do that in the last 10 minutes, not in the last 44 minutes, and hopefully we can learn from our mistakes, but certainly I will say that Air Force is a really good team, and a big part of them getting back in the game is because they're good. But we found a way at the end of the day. It was a great college soccer game, very entertaining college soccer game, and not for the coaches so much, but definitely for the fans that were here. So, we'll recover and look forward to Duquesne.
That's coming up in 48 hours from now, or even less than that. You guys have won 3 in a row. Now you're on a bit of a roll. How do you make it 4 in a row against Duquesne?
We just got to, recover, put this one behind us, and just focus on a very strong Duquesne team. And they're going to present different challenges. We're going to have to rely on some other guys. And so, number one, we got to recover, refocus, move forward, and get ready for Duquesne. And it's always challenging in a really intense game like this to come back 2 days later and play at an extremely high level. But I know we will. I know we'll be ready, and we'll iron out some kinks tomorrow and move forward and be fresh and ready for Duquesne.
Well, Eric, we'll see you then. Kickoff's at 2 o'clock on Sunday. For head coach Eric Ronning, I'm Kenny Copps. Thanks for watching.